Sadness swirl around Chickasaw County first responders today. A MedStat EMT loses his life responding to a call to help save someone else.
54-year-old Michael Collins died in the crash on Highway 32 in Chickasaw County. His co-worker was seriously injured. WCBI's Jory Talley joins us live in the studio with more on this tragic story. Jory.
Andre and Joey, helping others. That's how many remember the fallen first responder, and that's exactly what he was doing when the crash occurred. Now, those that worked with him day in and day out are trying to process and grieve while continuing to help others.
It's a challenging job. That's why first responders form strong bonds. Together on Tuesday evening, they worked to save two co-workers in a crash that killed EMT Michael Collins. None of them could have prepared for what they saw and experienced.
It don't come out of that textbook, by no means. You got to have it in your heart.
Chickasaw County responders train together and work together. Emergency Management Agency Director Linda Griffin saw Collins at an emergency call less than 2 hours before he would die serving his community.
He loved working in Chickasaw County. That was his first priority, to stay here. And, you know, I know something happens to somebody, yes, all you can say is good things about him, but, you know, even if I was mad at him, I couldn't think of nothing bad to say about him.
Houston firefighter and Chickasaw County Fire Coordinator Jonathan Blankenship says it's rare and extremely painful when first responders work to save another first responder.
It's hard to comprehend at first, when the tones drop and you get the message that one of our own's in trouble. We go and you try to put aside your anxieties and take care of business, and then it all hits you after the fact.
Blankenship, like many who knew Collins, is still trying to process what happened and how and why. However, the work to save others continues.
We would love to be able to take off and just grieve, but we can't, because somebody's always going to need help. Something's going on, and whoever's turn falls on the day, you just get up and go, you know, and tomorrow will be a new day. Get to take off and do whatever we need to deal with it.
The people who knew Collins say he was a true team player, involved in the community, and easygoing.
He was a good guy. You know, he, like I say, he was always likable, and he, you know, I don't think he ever met a stranger. You know, he'd greet you as, you know, like the first time he seen you, like he known you for years.
Michael Collins' wife is also an EMT at Baptist Golden Triangle in Columbus. The other ambulance crew member injured in the crash, Ray Reed from Caledonia, is in fair condition at North Mississippi Medical Center. Collins and his partner were based in Houston working for MedStat. The Mississippi Highway Patrol is investigating the wreck. Andrea?
All right, thanks a lot, Jory. Final arrangements have been announced for Michael Collins. The visitation will be from 9 to 11 Friday morning at Calvert Funeral Home in West Point. The funeral will be immediately following in the chapel there at Calvert. Interment will be in West Point's Greenwood Cemetery.